Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
By far one of my favorite sophomore players on the 49ers 91-man roster, safety prospect Tayler Hawkins. He's fun. And all the time that he got in preseason last year was a blast because he just exploded off the tape. No bad tape at all in 3 games played. Played 99 snaps in the preseason last year. Training camp was everywhere. He's such a solid, chill player that we had him last year on our countdown, 87. 63 this year. He jumped up. I'm not a smart man. I think that's 24 spots in 1 year. This is the exact route that you want undrafted free agents to make. Now, did he get a play in any games whatsoever? Was he ever called up to the active roster? No. He spent the entire year on the practice squad, didn't get cut. They kept him there the whole time. This is the development that you want out of undrafted free agent rookies. Learn the system, grow within, be a part of the team, learn all these things. When your chance comes, you'll get the opportunity to be successful. And we'll see if that happens this year. Do want to say thank you to Josh, 49ers Guru, for putting together this episode. So let's dive into a little bit more what Tayler Hawkins is and what he brings. Wears jersey number 41, 6'1", 205. Now, for 49ers defensive backs, that's perfect. Right at that 6 foot, 200-pound threshold that they like for all of their corners, slots, safeties. They want that same measurement. Now, the problem with Tayler is tiny arms, 30.5-inch arms. Excuse me. That's why he can't play outside and why he won't. This is why he's probably going to be a safety only, maybe nickelback, but that would just be an emergency case, and I don't think the Niners want anything to do with that. Safety only prospect, 25 years old. 40-yard dash, 4.53. No problem. He might be the fastest 49er safety on the roster as far as 40-yard dash times go. 10-yard split, 1.56. That's great. 3 cones, 7.21. Leaves a little bit to be wanting on the change of direction, and that shows up on film as well. Probably one of my biggest question marks about his play. He's smart, decisive, knows where to go, reads well, awareness is great. Change of direction leaves a little bit to be wanting, and the 3 cone kind of shows you that as well. 9.8 broad jump, okay. 14 bench press reps, that's pretty solid. Now he's going into his second season. He went to Palm Springs High School here in California. Then he chose to go to San Diego State. We'll jump into that, the Aztecs. Now, at Palm Springs, he was a 4-year letter winner, and man, when he showed up they started winning, and they won the whole time. When he left, it hasn't been the same. Was a track star as well, 10.8 in the 100, 22.6 in the 200, 44.4 in the 400. So he's got burst, but he's got top end speed as well. He helped Palm Springs to the 2015 CIF championship. No team from the Valley has won a championship since. He's pretty damn good. There was a trio of players there that were awesome. It wasn't like he was the only guy, but he was incredible. 3-time first-team All-Selection, 2-time first-team All-CIF pick. He was a 3-star recruit by Rivals. They classified him as an athlete. Was he going to be a wide receiver? Was he going to be a corner? What were we going to do with him? But while he was there, Palm Springs went 24 with only 3 losses. I mean, they were just really, really, really good. He had a lot of offers: Arizona State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Nevada, San Jose State, UNLV, Washington State, Wyoming. He chose San Diego, went to the Aztecs, and had a lot of success there. All Mountain West second team in 2021, All Mountain West honorable mention 2020, special teams ace, and just kind of, he's just a solid player everywhere he goes. Now he comes out, enters the draft, did not get drafted. Dane Brugler of The Athletic had him as the number 36 safety in the 2022 class. I didn't do film work on him before he was drafted. Look at his stats compiled in college: 169 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, 18 pass breakups. That's the one that shows up to me in 1 forced fumble. Now, graduates from San Diego State with a sociology degree, likes to study people. That's huge. And he's only had 2 transactions in the NFL. August 31st, 2022, Didn't get drafted. Niners brought him into the practice squad. Kept him all year. Then brought him back under a reserve futures contract January 31st, 2023. I don't expect him to be released again. Now, the one issue is, this could be somebody that, doesn't make the 53. We got him 63 here. But he's got a lot of experience. He played in 57 college games. 40 of those were starts, but he's got experience. He's got playing time. This guy has been playing nonstop, starting nonstop, since he was a freshman in high school. Now, let's break down the preseason because we have NFL tape on him, and it was fun. I remember during the preseason, every single week, I'm bumping Tayler Hawkins up. I'm bumping Tayler Hawkins up. And he was awesome. He had 99 total snaps, 12 special team snaps in the 3 preseason games in 2022 for the Niners. Here are his scores, right? Pro Football Focus. 74 overall defense, that's good. 58.2 run defense, that's not good. 81.9 tackling, great. 74.8 coverage, great. He had 6 tackles, 0 missed tackles, 2 solo stops, 1 interception. He allowed 1 catch for 5 yards in all 3 preseason games. He had as many interceptions as he allowed catches. He allowed an NFL quarterback passer rating of 47.9 in those 3 games. And it showed on tape. It showed on the PFF scores. It showed on that. So I went back each game, and I wanted to see, because I remember he was near the top. I always post the PFF scores after each game. Game 1. Preseason versus Green Bay, he was the 7th highest rated defender for the Niners out of 29 players who played. Game 2 against Minnesota, 5th highest defender out of 23. And his interception won the game. Minnesota was, it's preseason. I understand that. But not for him, it's not. He's putting out quality tape. Minnesota's going to take the lead late in the game. He intercepts the ball. Game's over. 49ers win. I understand it's preseason. But we've got to break down and judge what we get. That's what we got at Tayler Hawkins. He's in the red and gold, baby. So, to me, does it show up on stats for his career? No. But every opportunity he has had, he has seized. Game 3 versus the Houston Texans, the last time we saw him, he was the 14th highest rated defender out of 27, so average. So, there's just no bad tape on him. Again, it's 99 snaps, but after a full season on the practice squad, I'm telling you, the seasoning, it's there. Almost right, baby. Now, film stuff that I saw on him, quick and decisive. That's just what I kept saying. Like, reacts quick, awareness is there, route recognition is there, awareness is there. I put on my notes, duck-type feet. He's just always calm, cool, collected, doesn't panic. And, upper body is just nice and smooth, even though his feet are freaking going, 100 miles an hour. Doesn't overreact, doesn't panic, just seems chill. He plays a lot more like a Tayshaun Gibson than he does, Talanoa Hufanga. He's not a Hufanga type player. He is the over-the-top free safety type, last case of defense type of a thing. So, again, think more Tayshaun Gibson than Talanoa Hufanga. Change of direction's a concern. I didn't like that. Tighter lower body than I would have liked. Tackles well, but could use his arms a little better. He had no missed tackles, but a lot of times he'll make the tackle and his arms aren't even engaged. That's one thing I didn't like. Now, what does it look like for him to make the 53? We got him at 63. That's 10 spots out. He's close, baby. Special teams, he can play. Now, the problem he has, you look at the safety depth chart, okay? Talanoa Hufanga, Tayshaun Gibson, those are your starters. You traded up in the 3rd round for Jair Brown. He's way ahead of Tayler Hawkins. And then you got George Odom, your special teams ace who happens to maybe play safety. The Niners do not want George Odom to play safety under any single situation whatever. He came in one drive, I think, versus the Falcons last year, and they had like 3 receptions over him for a touchdown. Not all 3 went for a touchdown. It was one drive, 3 huge plays, and one of them happened to be a touchdown. So I think Tayler Hawkins and then undrafted free agent this year, Avery Young, are squarely behind those 4. But if an injury does take place, from one of those top 3 safeties, Hufanga, Gibson, or Jair Brown, that is where Tayler Hawkins will come in. Because as I said before, I don't think the Niners want George Odom taking any snaps at safety whatsoever. They don't want it. Last year, the 49ers had Gibson, Hufanga, and Jimmy Ward. I don't think, with Jimmy Ward gone now, if an injury happens, I would not be shocked at all if Tayler Hawkins gets called up as the backup safety over George Odom. Just let Odom do his special team stuff. He's the emergency safety, the number 4 safety. Because the Niners got 3 safeties they like: Hufanga, Gibson, Jair Brown. But if one of those guys goes down and will miss any amount of time, that's where Tayler Hawkins comes in, and I think that they have a lot of faith in him. Now, I think Hufanga and Jair Brown, they want more in the attacking, in the box, kind of strong safety role, even though we do definitely exchange safeties, both safeties often. But if Gibson goes down, Tayler Hawkins will be there. It's just a plug-and-play type player where it fits. I'm excited for him. I don't have him making the 53 outside of an injury, but I'm telling you this right now. The 49ers like this kid as much as I do. We had him way back, 87 last year. Dude's climbing. I'm excited. Taylor's going to be playing football during the regular season for the 49ers this year or next. It is happening. This kid can't be stopped. I just think he's a perfect fit and exactly what the Niners want. Steve Wilkes coming in. He's going to get some – he's going to learn in the best way. So Tayler Hawkins, excited to see him. Preseason by far, I'm going to be watching number 41 out there making plays. And for us, we'll just keep counting them down.